Hi everyone, I'm Glenn from Themis AI. We are very excited to announce that FluidDoc is launching in early 2023, and this is a short video to demonstrate just a few of its capabilities. First, just a little bit about us. Themis AI, based in Houston, empowers organizations by streamlining business processes through our advanced automation. FluidDoc leverages cutting-edge machine learning and AI technology to automate business document processing. So what is FluidDoc and what does it do? FluidDoc is a cloud-based software tool that eliminates manual data entry and human error from business document processing by extracting the data and entering it into your software for you. What this means, for example, is when a vendor sends you an invoice, FluidDoc will read it, get the necessary data from it, and insert it directly into your accounting software. Now, you may have heard of software packages that extract data from specific business documents like invoices or HR documents. You might even be using one. FluidDoc is faster, it's more accurate, and it works on all types of documents. FluidDoc can receive documents from emails. Documents can be uploaded to it, or it can monitor a shared folder. Once documents are processed, they can be inserted into any number of different systems. Themis AI partners with the most popular system like Microsoft Dynamics, Salesforce, and SAP. Probably the best way to show some of the capabilities of FluidDoc is to simply show it in action. We'll start with a document that we want to go to Salesforce. Now, there are a few different things that FluidDoc can do for Salesforce. It can receive in a document, it can identify the appropriate account or contact and attach that document to that account or contact. We can also configure it to create new accounts or contacts on the fly. For example, a customer sends in an application of some sort and that customer doesn't exist. FluidDoc can be configured to create that customer or the account on the fly. It can also be used to extract data from documents and complete custom forms in Salesforce or supplement existing data. So this is the document that we're going to send into Salesforce. It's a typical NDA agreement. The fictitious company it's coming from is Acme Widgets, and we'll go ahead and process this document in. All right, to start the processing, we start with the FluidDoc homepage, and we will open up the upload section. All of our documents that we'll be demonstrating in this video will go through the upload as opposed to email, as email processing is completely behind the scenes. So we'll drag over our NDA. By the way, you can drop more than one document. You can drop in any number of documents. We'll select that this is a Salesforce document. And once we click upload, the processing will begin. The bar at the bottom shows us kind of the progress of what it's doing right now. It's extracting, it's classifying the document, it's trying to add it to the ERP, and we get a dialog showing that it was added. So I'll bring over my Salesforce instance, and it should have gone to Acme Widgets. So we will open the Acme Widgets account page and scroll down to the bottom, and there is our newly added document. Now the next document I want to demonstrate is AP side, so we'll process an invoice and we'll have that destined for QuickBooks. What FluidDoc can do for QuickBooks is we can add bills, utility bills, etc. It can add invoices with line items, and it can automatically create purchase items on the fly from invoices. So if you get in a new item from a supplier or vendor, FluidDoc can optionally create those items in QuickBooks in advance on the fly as the document's being added. The document that we want to run through is a computer hardware invoice. You can see that the vendors on there, there's a few line items, there's sales tax added, and some freight. So as before, we'll go to the upload page and we'll drag the document over, drop it in. For this document, I'm not going to tell it what classification, what type of document it is. I'm going to let it figure it out itself. We'll go ahead and start the processing with upload. The system will identify that it's one, an invoice, two, that it's destined for QuickBooks. It will identify the QuickBooks vendor and the QuickBooks line items. And we should get a dialog here shortly saying it was added. I will bring over my QuickBooks instance to see if it was correctly added. We'll look at bills. And at the last on the bottom there is our recently added invoice. I'll open that up. And you'll be able to see that it matched the QuickBooks vendor. It's extracted all the dates, the invoice ID. We'll scroll down and show that it extracted all the line items correctly and matched them up to QuickBooks line items. And finally, attached the actual document to the QuickBooks invoice. Now, the last processing I want to demonstrate is how FluidDoc handles random documents. You've seen how it handles Salesforce attachments. You've seen how it handles AP invoices. But what about documents that don't necessarily fall in that category? Just random documents that maybe even one-offs. We have a Texas DMV document here. It's an application for replacement of a license plate. We might not see very many of these. It's possible this is the only one we see. Nonetheless, we want to store it, we want to index it, and we want to make it easily accessible in the future. So we will start with our upload page again, and we'll drag over this DMV application. And this one I am going to classify as a Fluid ECM, which is a companion product to FluidDoc. And we'll go ahead and upload that, get the processing started. Once that is on its way, once the processing is finished, we will open up the actual Fluid ECM product and see what data it extracted. Now, I'll look by the contact name. I remember it was Robert Parrish. So I'll put in I'll just put in his last name, Parrish, and we'll go over here and tell it it's fuzzy search, not exact, and click it, and there's the document. We'll open it up and we'll see what data it extracted. Now, this is a completely untrained document. There's no rules or policies around this, and you can see that it extracted all of the data, even though it's handwritten right from the document. This was just a quick run through of a few of the capabilities. You can see that FluidDoc will save a lot of time and money by completely eliminating manual data entry. It'll increase productivity. It's very fast, flexible, and highly configurable. Any questions, feel free to reach out at info@themisbusinessai.com. And thanks for watching.